Hello everyone. Now let us today continue the topic of electricity. Now before I start the topic, let me tell you that whatever I am going to explain today in this video, you will not find it in the book. And from board's point of view, also from 10th board's point of view, it is not important because a question never comes on it. But to understand the rest of the chapter, whatever laws that we are going to study, whatever operations I will tell you in an electric circuit, you need to understand this basic concept of how actually a circuit works. So this video is not for your board's examination, but it is very important to understand the basic fundamentals of an electricity or an electric current. Now having said that, we have already discussed that a conductor has free electrons and that free electrons can travel in a conductor to generate current. But we need something, some kind of force, some kind of energy to make those electrons travel. They are not going to travel on their own. We need to provide them some energy so that they can use that energy and convert that energy into kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy because of which a body moves. So we need to give those free electrons some energy. Now for that, let me make a simple circuit, the most basic kind of circuit. This is a bulb, this is a battery, and I am simply connecting battery with a bulb. Now if you look around you, the electric circuits in your houses, you would know that as long as we switch the circuit on, the bulb will glow. But what is actually making the bulb glow? For that, we need to understand the working of this particular device called battery. It is the most important thing. It is called battery. It can be called power supply. It is the one which does all the work in the circuit. So for that, let us zoom it, make this look bigger so that we understand actually what is happening inside the battery. Now this is the positive terminal of the battery and this is the negative terminal of the battery. I separated it so that you can understand what is happening here. Now as soon as this circuit is connected, the chemical energy inside the battery starts getting converted into electrical energy. But what does that mean? It means that if this is an electron, what does the battery do with this electron? The battery generates a physical quantity which is called electromotive force. It sounds like a force, electromotive force, it sounds like a force. In short, it is written as EMF, but actually it is not a force. It is the work done. It is the work done by the battery. Work done by the battery on what? On this free electron. Now, this free electron is on the positive terminal. That makes sense. Positive terminal will attract negatively charged electron. That is fine. Now, what does the battery do? It takes this electron and it makes it travel towards negative side, towards the negative terminal of the battery. Now, this is hard to do. You are taking a negatively charged particle and moving it closer to the negative terminal. Obviously, there will be repulsion between them. As the electrons move closer, the repulsion will increase. So that means the battery has to do more and more work to make this electron travel towards the negatively charged towards the negative terminal of the battery. Now this work, this is the actual need of the battery. We need a battery to do this kind of work. Take an electron from positive terminal, move it against the force of repulsion and deposit it on the negative terminal of the battery. Now for doing this, the battery did some work. This work is converted into energy and this energy is absorbed by this electron. Now when this electron reaches here, this electron has a lot of energy, E joules, lot of energy. Here when the electron reaches here, it will face a repulsion now. Now it is on the right side of the terminal. So now it will face repulsion from this negative terminal of the battery and it will start traveling in this direction. Now when it is traveling, it is using this energy in the form of kinetic energy. This is the formula for kinetic energy. Plus there will be some extra energy which will be left in the electron. this extra energy which is left after using the kinetic energy, whatever the extra energy is left, this is what we use in operating various devices. This is the energy which causes the bulbs to glow. This is the energy which causes fan to work, fridge, TV, AC, whatever electrical appliances are using, those electrical appliances are using this energy to operate. This energy is supplied to the device you have connected, and then this device works. So what is the role of battery? The role of battery is to transfer an electron against the repulsion of the negative terminal, and for this it does some work. This work is converted into energy, and this energy is stored with the electron. Now when the electron crosses the negative terminal, it faces a repulsion from the negative terminal in this direction, and then it flows, it transfers the energy, and whatever device you have connected to the circuit, that device starts working. So this is the role, this is how a basic circuit works, and this is the battery, the role of battery. Now by now you would have understood that the battery is the only thing which is doing work. Actually nothing else is doing work. Even the device is doing work according to the battery. If there is no battery, there will still be free electrons in the conductor, but they are useless to us. They are not going to switch on the fan, or they are not going to make the bulbs glow. So all the work is done by the battery, and the work done by the battery is called electromotive force. You remember this? It is called force, but it is actually the work done. Now, some of you might have a doubt after understanding this. Some of you might say that if electron is starting to travel from here, it will take some time. Actually the speed of electron, the average speed of electron is actually 1 millimeter per second. This is the actual speed of electron in a circuit. It is a very less speed. In 1 second you are traveling, the electron is traveling only 1 millimeter. I can travel much faster than that. You can travel, you can run much faster than that. Then how come as soon as we switch on, everything starts working? According to this concept, as soon as I on the switch, the electron quickly travels to the device and makes it glow by giving it the extra energy that it had. But if with this speed, this is not possible, then how is it that as soon as we switch on, the device starts working? Now here you must understand this, that electron is not carrying the energy with itself. It's not like that an electron has a bucket of energy, it is holding it in its hands and it is walking towards the device with this speed. That is not happening. Electron has this extra energy, this extra energy is transferred ahead. Electron does not have to carry it itself, it can transfer the energy in forward direction. Let me give you an example. You have studied sound. Now in sound, chapter of sound, you already studied that the sound travels in the form of wave. It is a kind of energy, sound is an energy, and it travels in the form of wave from the speaker to the listener. Now when I am speaking, then the molecules in front of my mouth, they start vibrating because I am applying force with my lungs, with my throat, and I am applying force on those molecules of air, and they start vibrating. Now we know that the molecules of air that are vibrating, they are not traveling to the listener. If this is the speaker, then the molecules that are in front, right in front of it, they will start vibrating in to and fro motion. This vibration will make the next layer of molecules to start vibrating. This will make the next molecules to vibrate, and this will go on. So vibration starts from here and the vibration continues till it reaches the listener. So this particular molecules, they are not actually going towards the listener. What are they doing? They are just transferring the energy. Whatever energy they had acquired from the speaker, they transfer this energy to this set of molecules. They start vibrating. They transfer the energy to this set of molecules. Then they start vibrating. And then they start vibrating, and then they start vibrating, and finally the listener to hear the sound. So the actual molecules do not travel to the listener, only the sound energy travels to the listener. Same thing happens in the circuit. The electron do not carry the energy all the way to the device. They just transfer the energy ahead, and that is why as soon as we switch on a particular device, the device starts working, because energy got there. Energy can travel very fast. Light energy, it can travel with the speed of light. This is also the same kind of energy. It travels with the speed of light and the device start working. Electron, which have given the energy, it comes behind. It comes very much later. With this speed, it is going to take a lot of time to reach the device. But that is not important. What we need, we do not need the electron, we need the energy of the electron to operate the device. So I hope this is clear. It is a new concept, a little bit hard to understand because it is not given in your books. You won't be able to find this concept in your books. So understand it, watch this video again and again 2-3 times, and if you still have a doubt, then you can ask me.